What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So today's Sunday and everything stopped for the stock market, right? But I wanted to go through my predictions for kind of next week and, the rest of this month. And I talked about this in previous videos about where I think it's going to go and why I think next month is going to be a very, very important month. It's going to tell us exactly where things are going to go from there. And if we have a solid support level where I think it is. So before we get started in this, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button for more videos like this one. And make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel quite a bit. If you guys want the new Profit Apparel, not financial advice, shirts and sweater or hoodie, then definitely check that out. We got two designs and I think they're pretty good. Mine are coming in the mail. Should be here the 20th. So I'm going to be excited to wear it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. We're going to start with the Ortex data here. And what we're going to see here is we're at 19%, pretty much the same place we left off last time we reviewed it. We were around that 19 or 18, 19% mark. We did see a short interest change for Friday of about 1%. And you can see here the borrow shares were about 3 million versus the return shares about 2 million. You do see the shares on loan that did go down quite a little bit. Sorry for all the coughing. That's at 105, and the utilization also went down at 75.34. But that really doesn't tell you the whole story. I think what really tells you the story of exactly what they're doing is really the chart exchange data. When we go into the chart exchange data, this number keeps increasing every single day, right? We see it at a time where it was at 30%. Then it was around 40%. We were like, this is high. They're shorting it quite a bit. Then it's hovering around 50% every single day. And we're like, okay, this is getting a little bit ridiculous. And now it's hovering at 60%, almost approaching 70% short every single day, right? That is crazy. 66% short on Friday. The day before that was like 64. The day before that was like 61. So we're seeing it consistently around 60% day after day after day because they have to do this in order to hold it down. It's something to where it's kind of showing me a clear picture that this thing is going to freaking explode. Whenever this does happen to be where they're shorting it 100% every single day or whatever, it's going to be very, very bad, right? If they're shorting it up in the 90%, 100% mark, even right now, I think it's really, really bad. But seeing that level of how much they're shorting on average here, on average, 30 days, 58%, almost 59%. That means it's almost 60% that they're shorting it on average. That means that low days, high days, it doesn't matter what it is, 60% that we're seeing here on average that they're shorting it. It's freaking ridiculous. That's insane to see. It's getting worse and worse for them. The only thing is that a lot of retail traders are not really seeing it because it's hidden behind everything, all their BS that they have there. So really, when we look at this at 66%, it just tells us what the future will bring. And it's going to bring nothing but positivity for us as long as we continue to do what we're doing, right? They're shorting it 66% on Friday to get it where it was. And I'll show you exactly what we did see here. So let's go into the actual chart. And we can see what I'm seeing here. Now, if we look at what happened on Friday, we saw a decrease down to a low of $19.51. Now, I said in my previous video that $19 was coming, right? I did see that $19 was coming and it was going to be a bounce somewhere probably off of that $18 level. And we'll get into that in a little bit. But you can see that it fell down, and the amount that we saw this drop down was because of the 66% short that they actually shorted the position. It's ridiculous. So we did started to see this climb up. It climbed up to about 21 before getting shorted again down to a level to where the VWAP, it bounced off the VWAP and then increased a little bit, started to level out just slightly, and then we saw it decrease and break every other level there, every other indicator that you do see there. So the 200 EMA broken, the 15 moving average breaking that down, also the VWAP breaking below it. Now you did see a bounce again around that $19 mark, $19.50 mark. So it did end up increasing and closing at a level of $20.57. And you see in the after hours market, it did decrease a little bit more down to $20.40. But you could see here the low, $19. I said it was coming. It came, and I wasn't lying to you guys. So What do I think about this? 56 million in volume and seeing 66% that was actually short is freaking ridiculous. So I'm not going to take this as something that's happening normally. That's something that I didn't really see coming, because I did see it coming, because I knew that they were going to short it. I knew that they were going to bring this down. And especially when you look at some of the indicators, right? When you look at this indicator here, and I talked about this previously, the 200 EMA is a strong indicator, whether it's a support or a resistance level, right? You could see it at levels when we actually zoom out, you start to see it at levels to where it bounces up. It gets way past the 200 EMA, decreases down to a level to where it actually bounces off the 200 EMA and then surpasses the 200 EMA after some shorting that happened, right? Then you could see it increase up to the 200 EMA, touch the 200 EMA, bounce off, or actually reflect off the 200 EMA, decreasing down lower and lower and lower, getting shorted pretty much this whole entire time and getting shorted more. You could see it at $1.91. Basically, the hedge funds didn't believe in this company, and then you started to see it really skyrocket from $1.91, increased all the way up to a level of about $21, and then you saw it decrease and level out around this $5 mark or so before it started to increase again all the way up to $72.62, but then started to decrease again. And now what are you seeing? This very, very difficult support level to break through, unless they decided to short this thing 80 or 90%, which I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up doing. If they ended up shorting it and get to that level, it's creating a bigger and bigger opportunity, and there's no way in hell that I will miss out on that opportunity as it breaks down lower and lower. If it gets down to these levels where we were at $10 yet again or $8 yet again, I am buying up a shitload. And I hope that I don't, get demonetized for saying this, but I'm going to buy up so much because I know exactly what this is going to be. You can see it. It's right in front of your face. 66% short in one day, average over 30 days. 58, almost 60% short is freaking ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It is so much, right? It's so much on their end that they're doing in this negative fashion that can create so much positivity for us. So that's what I had for you guys. I wanted to do a little bit of an update and kind of what I expected for the week to come. I can tell you for this next week, I don't really expect anything truly positive. Yes, we might see some positive days, but I don't expect anything truly positive because we're seeing this bounce. Now, it did get down to the level to where it could bounce off of it now, and you could see it throughout this month actually creep up and create more of a hammerhead candlestick, which will be an amazing indicator to tell us that we are in the middle of an uptrend, or we're about to start this uptrend, right? But I'm thinking that we will start to see a solid green candlestick next month, and that's where we'll start to see that comeback to where we'll see something really, really big, unless they decide to short this even more. If they decide to short it 70, 80%, and actually creep up to these 70 or 80% levels, or maybe even 90 or 100%, then we start getting into territory where it's like, all right, they're playing this game in order to try and win it. And I don't think they're going to win it because they're going to show their hand here. I mean, they're showing exactly what the volume is. 66% short in one day. That's basically 70% out of the 100% volume that you have there. 70% of that is short volume, plus any selling that's going on. You basically add that up and you're looking at maybe 80%, 85% of the overall volume versus the buying action that's going on. No wonder why it's decreasing, right? So anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you feel as confident as I do that this is going to make a move. Remember, take all this with a grain of salt because anything could happen. They can manipulate the system more. They could find a way around it. We never know exactly what they're going to do, but all I know is this is showing me more and more positivity, and I'm going to load the boat. If this finds a way to break this support level and go lower, I'm going to find a way to load the boat below $20. That is absolutely certain. I'll tell you that. But anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And yeah, I think that's it. So I'll catch you guys in the next video.